Taurus theme. The Divas. Okay, we're going higher. We're working with crystals. Let's see. It'd be interesting to see what crystal energy you pick up today. The Divas are all about connecting into the otherworldly realms, Taurus. Okay, whatever that means for you, you definitely might be experiencing some third eye chakra activity. Okay, dream state. You might be experiencing that within dream state. You might be just sensory, okay, super sensory, and experiencing that under the energies of the super full moon too. You know, I do want to say, as we clear heavier and denser emotions under this full moon, it's very much, you know, we get to be able to access us at our most primal and what our gifts and abilities are. I feel like I'm talking to Tauruses that are accessing a lot of third eye chakra information into the other realms. I feel like I'm connecting into Tauruses that are actually experiencing spirit activity too. And that you're questioning it. Soul message, Taurus. Let's see if the soul cards want to explain the Divas and what that means for you. So, seeing something in a whole new way, even speaking it, thanks to the colors of that card, all right? There's a lot of blue and purple there. You're seeing things from a whole new way. You're getting crystal clear clarity. Situations, experiences, past challenges, opportunities that are presenting themselves to you on the practical level this week, Taurus. Being able to communicate that and see it in a whole new way. You're perhaps even in observation mode for your journey to date, if that makes sense. I just got a vision of someone watching themselves. Like, I know that sounds a bit odd, but you know, when you're in observation mode, you're seeing yourself and how you've traveled your journey, how you're traveling your journey, where you went wrong in the past, where you're choosing to sort of make the most of current opportunities to navigate a better path ahead, for example. Soul message, judgment. Yeah, I just saw someone watching themselves, and I feel like I'm talking to someone that's in life review. I understand that everyone has their own unique path and challenges. You're seeing yourself, seeing another, seeing an experience, a connection from a whole new way. Third eye, maybe a sudden awareness around judgment. Judgments, okay? I'll leave that, but lots of third eye stuff. I feel like I'm speaking to a Taurus that is seeing something, themselves, an experience, a journey, from a whole new light, whole new level. Seeing it with a lot of clarity, a lot of third eye stuff going on there. And of course, on a very practical level, Taurus, you know, let's just keep in mind that judgment, in judging others, we're ultimately challenged by the reflection of ourselves in them. I know it is so painful and almost to the point that it can make us angry when people say it like that, when we are deep, rich, raw in the middle of feeling frustrated, annoyed, angry about an experience or a person, and like, no, how could you say that? I am in there. But there is deeper wisdom and gifts in the opportunity to be able to say, why is this triggering me? What opportunity is this presenting for me to meet myself in the mirror? Look, he's seeing himself. What are you seeing? What are you seeing in the experience that is currently challenging you, that you are within experiencing judgment? It's taking you into the shadows. This judgment is taking you into the shadows, and it is within the shadows that light is born. So there's a gift in this, like there's a light coming through. If you're in this energy, there's a new way of looking at it, okay? Yeah, that's pretty powerful. That feels like a very transformative week, Taurus. Now I feel like doing a full-blown reading for that. We'll see what the tarot says. Taurus. For the Taurus's Sun, Moon, Rot, Venus. I've also got links below, guys. Very wisdom seeking this week, Taurus. I've got links below for you to discover your natal charts. Okay, so if you use the little arrow at the bottom, there's information on my work as a healer, there is information on the cards I use, and links to free online birth chart generators. Why do I need a birth chart, Ali? Well, you are more than just your sun sign, Taurus. Do you know an Aries? That's so weird. How much did I have to shuffle that? There's some wisdom that you are gaining, Taurus, about the ending of a chapter. You don't have to be connected into Aries. You might have Aries in your chart. Okay? You're coming out of this. You're coming out of this end of a chapter. You're identifying opportunities of, this is the 1111, this is an awakening card. Look, there's a lot of wisdom here with the Hermit showing up with the Four of Wands, gaining some deeper insights around judgment, around working with the energy of judgment, Taurus, redefining hearth and home, what feels like home, family, structure, rules and regulations around that, some deeper wisdoms around past betrayals and the way in which life has stabbed you in the back, the way in which you've done that to others. There's judgment here. When we walk through the pillars of Mat, when we walk through the pillars of judgment, God, you are the epitome of this energy of this super full moon. When we walk through the pillars of judgment to be judged by Mat, we are asked, what is the truth of our soul? Holy deep. If I was to weigh your soul with a feather, Taurus, how does that story apply to you? I feel like I'm talking to a Taurus that is reviewing their entire life journey. You are coming home into a new version of yourself. You are coming home into yourself. You're getting right with the past. The worst truly is behind you, is what I want to say. You're on a journey to the light, and it is within this darkness, Taurus, that you have seen, okay, with the purple, you have seen, third eye, that you are the light. And the light doesn't need to flood the landscape. Look at him, look at the Hermit. He is shining a light simply on just the next step ahead. If you don't have the answers for the next month, the next year, Taurus, that is okay. Stop trying to hold fast. The need to know, I guess, is what I'm picking up on. The full path ahead. You don't have to know everything. All you really need to know is whatever keeps and sustains you in this moment, here and now. Yeah? Big week, Taurus. Big week. Judgment, Divas, the Hermit, Ten of Swords, Four of Wands. This is your 1111. As I've said in a lot of the readings, you know, it's an awakening card. We don't just start seeing 1111 and that's it. We continually see 1111 in our journey as empaths, sensitives and intuitives. You know, we are fundamentally always awakening to new levels within ourselves. We are but onion layers, aren't we, Taurus? Crystal. Suggested crystal to work with this week, and this might resonate with the message. You might find that this benefits you on a physical, emotional or energy level, especially with the psychic stuff going on. It'd be interesting to see what comes. I'm getting a vibe for base chakra stuff and third eye chakra stuff. Like a dark tourmaline, smoky quartz maybe to clear. Some lapis even with the blue. Let me have a look. See what comes up, hey? Taurus, 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 Taurus. Tell me when. Stop, Ali. Of course, God. Malachite shifts us from where we are to where we want to be, and it's a powerful card, right? Malachite. Don't know if you've got malachite at home. You can definitely pause this, take a screenshot. Is that clear enough? So check out pictures of malachite in its raw form, Taurus. It's so beautiful. Change, journeys, healing, timeless wisdom, because you are seeing yourself, your experience, your journey in a whole new way. You are leveling up, freeing yourself from judgment, wading through the murky waters of judgment at present. Doesn't matter where you are on the timeline, it is guaranteed that this is a wisdom teaching for you. Yes, it can feel difficult, but there's a gift here. There's a wisdom gift here, Taurus. You are coming home to yourself, okay? This stone is very powerful and it can actually be quite toxic. So it should only be used in polished form and preferably by a qualified therapist. This is the suggestion of the card. It is a stone of journeying and healing, and it is particularly associated with birth, our first greatest journey, and perhaps loss and disconnection, yeah? When we look at things from a spiritual level, Taurus. Malachite resonates with the chakras, clearing them and assisting us with the spiritual insights and working with our guides. As a stone of journeying, it shows that what blocks our spiritual growth, making us take responsibility for ourselves. It leads us to live more intensely and release ourselves from unwanted, outdated ties and patterns, Taurus. Transformation and change are key elements to this stone. It helps us go to the core of the issues in our life, whether they be psychosexual, social and emotional problems, and helps us heal them. The divinatory meaning of this card indicates a need to break with your old patterns and embrace the change that is in front of you. It particularly asks us to take responsibility for transforming our own lives. Okay, Taurus. Big week, doll. Big week. Who is next? Where does that one go?